Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Akil, and I just got done watching Hunter x Hunter Season 4, aka the Greed Iron arc. And yes, finally I've seen now 4 seasons of this show, aka the first 4 arcs. I still have 70 something episodes to go, but I do plan on finishing the show before the year ends. However, I don't know if I can get to the two other anime that I plan to watch this year, but we still have to get for Hunter x Hunter first, so there's that. But anyway, overall, I like this season. I like this arc. It's basically a video game adventure, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. I don't want to really spoil anything else and say what happens, but basically, Gon and Killua entered this game world, and he basically Gon enters it just to see if he can find clues about his dad. And I will say this, that even though it is 17 episodes and I did take my time watching it all, I still felt like the pacing did drag and all that. But we'll get to that when we get to the negative side of things. But overall, I liked the story. It was definitely interesting, and there was some interesting characters and stuff like that. But basically, it is pretty much a competition, and I like that it's a video game, not like a full-on tournament, even though we kind of got that in season two. But I do prefer this over season two. However, out of the four, it's definitely my second least favorite. I still prefer season one, the first arc, the Hunt Exam arc, and season three, the Phantom Troop arc, just because they had a little more to offer in terms of story and lore, I guess, and world building. But this was like season two. It felt like just a interesting, fun little adventure. So there's that, which is also why I guess it's only 17 episodes long. Now, in terms of the overall characters, like I said, I like them, and there was definitely some interesting characters that showed up and made appearances and all that. In terms of the positives, I will say that the story was definitely interesting enough. It wasn't just another tournament, I would say. And I also did like the action when there was action and some of the training stuff as well. But I really think the characters is what made this arc interesting, like Biscuit and uh the bombers and stuff like that. They make it interesting, but there's also other characters out there that are also kind of interesting and unique or and stuff, I would say. Now, in terms of the negatives, there is a big pacing issue at times. It feels like stuff either slows down too much or is dragged out too much. Another thing is that 17 episodes for something like this felt a bit lengthy in my opinion, but maybe that's just on me because I took a while to get through it all. And then lucky was, in terms of negatives, there were some random detours and sidetracks that just kind of took away from the overall enjoyment of the whole arc. That I get what they were doing, but it just kind of affected the pacing and the length of it overall. But overall, guys, that's all I have to say. It's a good, solid, enjoyable season, a good, solid arc. I've not been let down so far, but I've not been completely blown away. There have been moments that I were like, okay, that's cool and all that, but I'm still waiting for something truly mind blowing. Now, the next arc is 61 episodes, so I do really want to know what they're doing there. I'm guessing that's going to be like some big action heavy, story heavy thing. And then the last arc is only 12 episodes, so that's very interesting that they're ending it off there. However, Hunter x Hunter's not done. The manga's still being written, the creator is still taking their time to write it because of stuff going on in his life and all that. But overall, honestly, for what it's worth, I've been enjoying the show so far, but it's not my favorite, and it's unfortunate that it is. But I do prefer it personally over Death Note. I don't know if I prefer it over AOT though, because AOT did have those last two seasons that were just incredible, especially season four, the final season. So there's that. But like AOT overall, I don't love the show. So there's that. And you may call me a call me just some guy that's fully biased towards One Piece. That's not true. I do have Fairy Tail and I have loved some other arcs and seasons in anime, but it just happens to be that way, guys. I can't force myself to really like something. So there's that. And even though something is well written doesn't mean I fully enjoy it at the same time, right? So there's that. But guys, overall, Hunter x Hunter season 4, the Greed Island arc was enjoyable but sadly not amazing. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 though. However, I have heard some people say it's underrated and all that. It's definitely fun and enjoyable at overall, but it's nothing mind blowing. I still prefer season 1 and season 3, the Hunter Exam and Phantom Troop arc. But that's what I have to say for now, guys. I do plan on getting through this show definitely before the end of the year and finishing it. And then I got two anime I should say that I did want to watch, but I don't know if I can get through them because we're in mid-November now. So there's that, and time is really ticking by. So there's that. But I do also have some other videos lined up. I do want to still see Snow White Ballerina, Frankenstein, and The Lost Past. There's also a couple other movies coming out next month: Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Avatar: Way of Water, and Wake Up Dead Man. So there's that. Again, Knives Out 3. And I still have to do my TV ranking as well, which I've not even seen 20 seasons of TV this year. I have not even seen Yellow Jacket season 4, Witcher season 4 came out. I've not started that, but I will be watching Stranger Things when that comes up. But guys, that's all I have to say for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. My name is Akil, otherwise known as the Comic Director, and I'm signing out.